Welcome. Thank you. Thank you, the audience of one, the beginning of many. Wifey, thank you. Uh, wouldn't be here without you, along with the good Lord and my mama and everyone else. Thank you guys. Hello, world. This is my intro of what I'll be doing here for the next 10 weeks or so, till January 14th, my birthday, until I'll be 45. I felt like this has always been a calling to me. I've always dealt the Lord's work, but in my way. But now I'm just doing it His way. And I've been many excuses of doing this, and here I am, got everything here to go. So, what this is a message to all that you are special, no matter how dark that room is. Hopefully, I'll be the light with the good Lord, and let me be His vessel, so that way I can shine the light that you need from a little flashlight to a mega, Batman sign light. You know what I'm saying? Who I am. My name is Aristeo Herrera Jr. Many years I went by Eddie, and I still go. My family Texas, and some people, from Montana and whatnot. Eddie. I am. My dad goes by Eddie. I am Junior. The beginning of what my name is. I'll tell that later in the follow episode. But yeah, my name is Aristeo. I go by Junior here at home. My wife got introduced to me by Junior. So I go by many names, but I am, all names. Who I am, all right. Why? I've always felt like doing God's work was always my, calling since I was a kid. Mama said since I was, a little young, I used to be really, feeling for the other side of the less fortunate, let's say, because I used to go to Mexico as a kid, and used to try to see how I could help out those kids who's working at a young age, selling gum, trying to survive with no shoes, walking on the stones. Um, and so yeah, I always felt like I needed to do God's work. Many years I fought for it, and I was acting like I was doing His work. I was, but I was doing my way, and now I'm doing His way, where it's just pretty much whatever He tells me to do. Writing something, putting something on videos, my journey, what I'll be doing with myself, mind, body, and soul. That'll be part of these episodes coming along, and hopefully I help somebody out. And overall, I'm helping myself out. This is very therapeutic for myself. I'm keeping myself accountable. I am planning to lose another 20, 30 pounds. I'm type 2 diabetic. That's a little bit more about me. That's, anybody who doesn't know that, that's pretty much being dumb and not taking care of yourself. For many years, I was in denial. And so denial, I'll use that as another topic segment about certain words that could kill you. Denial is definitely one. Pride is another, and some other ones. But let's see where I am up here in the Pacific Northwest, the Ville of Mary. I'm originally from Texas. I was born and raised here until I was born in the Valley, raised until 8ish, teen, and then I was all the way to teenage to Houston. That's why, excuse me, sorry. That's why many years I was living there, and that's why I fell in love with many of the sports there. See, then moved to Montana, lived there for a few years, but been up here in the Pacific Northwest for the last 20 years. Met the wife 10 years ago. I got a package deal. I have a son now, 18 years old. When it is 2024, I plan to do this at least once a week. We'll see what's going on. I have, like I said, these 10 next episodes planned out to my birthday, and then we'll go and we'll see from there, see what the Lord brings us. I want to do many things. I got my book that I'm writing. I got a couple of segments on that part. When I was a teenager living in Montana, I had a very blessed life. I was able to meet a lot of friends and got the hookup very much. I I say it was like a young Michael Corleone kind of a deal, if you know the Godfather fans. Let's see, but I plan to do so for the next 10 weeks. These episodes break it down on shining the light on everyday topic and events, with the Lord's understanding. But it's real in depth. It's real. It might be too real for some people, but it might need, it's kind of what you might need. You know what I'm saying? It could, I hopefully could reach anywhere from 8 years old, of course, get your parents, approval and whatnot, to 98 years old. I've always been blessed to being able to communicate with anybody because I treat them like just human beings, like they are. Even little children, don't let them get too fooled. Kind of like Luke was talking, or Baby Genius. Those are the two movies that made me realize that these little guys, they've been here before. You know what I'm saying? And but no, this is this brings me to on how am I bringing this to you? Well, first of all, it's him. It's his message. Um, and I just kind of speak it on two different levels, from anybody who's lived in an 8 bedroom house to, like, kind of, I was able to do so, to 7 bedroom, sorry, with the office we turned it, but to living in my car, for a few months and stuff like that, or apartments or duplex or trailer home, or to a little bit of everything. So I'm able to contrast, give the contrast of what I was wondering of my life. Why have I been going through so much? And why me, or how come it's not my turn? And I realized, well, we all have our own different race. We all have our own different track. We don't have our own even time of the track. And so I feel like now I understand, reading this one book. It's not here, it's in my backpack, but it's part of episode 4 or 5, I believe. That it's going to be part of my project. That's going to be my project, is to give 100 of those books, because it's going to change the world. I'm telling you, it is. I feel like this is going to help it, and along with that, hand in hand, a couple other projects that I got going on. But it's gonna express the message. And yes, of course, if I get blessed, others is gonna get blessed. Of course, I want to ripple the effect. And so I just want to provide a message for the Lord, but also provide for my family, and create a home, and a safe environment to provide the message between what we all can do. My wife, once you guys get to know her down the stream, you'll see that she is the lightning of the bottle, and she is definitely the one that pushes me to be the better man. And with my boy, he is the next generation, and I am so lit for and fired up for what he's going to become. But no, this is just a small intro of what I want to bring to the world. Nothing but joy and happiness, shine the light, but also talk about those dark days, man. Shoot, I've had dark days all the way since I was a kid. And the thing is, my whole point is to talk about it, or let it out in some kind of form. I was talking to a coworker, an old coworker of mine, talking about expressing yourself out to the point where you're putting it out, because he first said, "Oh, I'll play Fortnite," and yes, it is a relaxed station. Don't get me wrong, I got my golf game that I play, but I don't use that as a relaxation form. I really don't. I use this. What I'm trying to do here, I use my writing. I want to go back to a little bit more comedy, and I want to put guitar lessons under my belt, so I could start trying to learn how to play a guitar, giving something, putting back out to the world, on piece of paper, out into the air, out to somebody could hear, um, something physically, a journal, that you're giving it out. It allows you to express it out of you, and so you are physically giving something else a form of some kind of form, a paper form, a music form, a sound form. So something that allows you to truly uh, use that therapeutic feeling, sensation, energy. Sorry, I'm gonna have to drink a little bit, just due to, as y'all probably know, nervousness. But no, I'm not really nervous, man. I'm just excited, I guess I should say. But no, again, um, definitely going to tune up what we got going on here. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, from art to knowledge to history, uh, current topics. Sports is going to be definitely a huge thing. My big belief is sports is life, because you learn a lot from things. I'm going to be coaching a little league, Parks and Recreation. That's really excited. Um, I'm gonna be talking about relationships between you and the spouse, and what you know, the unity of two, and then having a child, and being all aspects of that family relations, from being a stepdad to being a real dad to having a co-parent to you know, being real with your child. That's huge for me. I've always been. That's why me and my boy is real strong and connected, because I've always been, you know, upfront and real with them since they age. Every year, yeah, you have to give them a little bit more openness to the world. But that's, you know, to me, like I said, that's another subject that I could definitely break into in one of these episodes that I'm going to be talking about in relationships. Um, but what else? Another sneak peek from is philosophy, kind of through movies and whatnot. I have a segment through that talking about what you can learn from movies, from books, taking ownership. The a big fight that I'm gonna definitely be ready for is people who are gonna be like, you know, I'm not gonna even break it down into what religions, because to me personally, another subject on that. But me personally, I'm very spiritual. I was raised Catholic. Went to Holy Communion and whatnot, and I'll still go if I want to, you know, talk to the Father and whatnot. Or and then I got into Christianity and whatnot. But now my personal belief, if I'll leave that to another segment and a little and to what I would break it down, so that way I won't get canceled before I even get started. You know what I'm saying? A little too real up in here for some people, but that's okay. But no, I am still, you know, I feel if any religion you choose, please do those. Do one. Do something. You know, me, like I said, I'm one with God, and I have my, you know, messenger, you know, Jesus. But it's not a religion to me. It's a way of life. All right. It's you know, who I am. It's who I talk to. It's what I feel. It allows me to smile through rain, shine. You know, yes, I will frown. Yes, I will cry. But I know no matter what, that will all turn around into sunshine, smiles, and it truly is. It is. It's what I make it. You know, and it allows myself to be as peace as I can be for many years as I've ever been here. Thank you, God. But on the side note, so I will plug in as much as I can through um, the difference between flesh, worldly, and spiritual and holy, um, and connect it all, man, because it's all connection. It's all connected, kind of like life and death. Um, and so, kind of like how I came upon and how I almost not made it when I had my first, you know, night here. But that's definitely part of this segment I'll talk about of who I am. But no, man, it's another part of what I was mentioning about the music and the movies is about part of it. Is what I'll definitely take ownership is taking ownership of it, and not listen to a certain song or certain movie because you want to be a certain, you know, pimp or a certain you know, rapper or a certain country song. Excuse me. But you listen to it because it took you back when you were 22 and you know, cutting grass with a friend who owned the company with his brother, and you know, you just had a great summertime. Or listen to your first rap seed song because it was your first rap seed that you bought. You thought you were grown, only 12 years old, and here you are being a kid, right? But no, man, it's there's I'm very excited to what this is going to bring for myself, for the message of the, you know, the message for what he done to me, the therapeutic that I'm going to be able to get for being um, accountable to myself with this, because I'm going to be doing you know, exercising videos. I want to get toned up. I have two bad shoulders. I'm on LNI. I have bad calluses, and so I need to get that taken care of. Along with, I get shots in my eyes. That's why it's a little red. I don't think you can see it, but um, it's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? But that's what life is. You know, I'm not mad. I don't question. I did all this to myself, being, you know, in my 20s, living and whatnot. So I give thanks to him for the contrast of what I've learned, because now I can connect to a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Tall, short, yellow, black. Man, I was almost 300 pounds. I had no neck. I'll show you a picture one of these days. I look like a pit bull. I told my wife. I told her, man, if we were together earlier, whoo, we'll fight for every last piece of cookie or chicken. but but no, it's okay to laugh at yourself. I'm a fool for it. She's coming at me right now, but it's all right. You know, I smile with my teeth that I look like I eat some bricks. I'm dealing with some thinning in the hair, but you know, I got the El Presidente going on, the comb over. So my wife is loving it. I love it. And so as long as we both love it and we're okay with it, I'm going to keep on rocking it. And to one point, I'm going to, go ag and shave it all off. I already see myself bald and I'm cool with it. That's pretty much the journey of life, man. It's not, a lot of people always pursue the journey of, the pursuit of happiness, and the pursuit of happiness is the pursuit in itself. And so, I feel that that's why you have to live the life to the fullest. That's why they say present today is a present, because it is a present is given to you. And so I, want to show everybody who has this opportunity of life, that my bone. I love using this little term that I picked it up. Charlie Brown and Snoopy, as you hopefully could see, says, "We only live once, Snoopy." And Snoopy says, "Wrong. We only die once. We live every day." Man, amen on that. It's very true. And right on top of that, I have a little thing that I use. I'm going to use that for another episode as well. Helps me keep the faith going every day. Um, I'm excited for this, guys. I hope you guys are too. I'm gonna shut it down, give it a trial, get a hearing, and if it rocks, I'm gonna, post it. If not, I'm gonna give it another trial. But love you guys. Peace. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself, and grow mind, body, and soul. Peace.